Delimat, and this is craft choreography number 14. We hope that it's not the last one. We might be changing the space after this one, but we hope to stay. Let's see. I'm really glad that you came here because it's our first edition after the lockdown. Before it was online with varying levels of success. However, we did it anyway, and now it's also going online. So, hi online people. We have today 2 videos, video dance, video works, and 3 performance works. 1 from Linz, 2 from Vienna, although all of our artists are international.
Catch. Floor check. Up. Close. Round and double. Nose. Open and in. Snake goes like that.
And we go front, and we're gonna go, if we have the right leg, we go to the left side, right? So we go, and we wanna like stroke the air, side to side, and then 5th position the same. Grand plie, we open, we offer, then we draw grand plie, we go to the arms on 5th position, and
über den Kopf und ziehen. Linker.
Tell me something about the piece. How did you start working on the piece? And
alright. So
because I a little bit butchered your text, so
I know I should have read it. Next time I'll read my own words.
absolutely.
So yes, we started creating this during the pandemic time. Basically, we had so much free time back then, that we decided to just go into the studio and improvise a little and keep on ourselves on shape, because I think this is, I mean, for dancers and for artists, it's like, how do I keep my body on shape during the pandemic? It was a big question. And for us, it was like to keep on doing the same things that we like to do, just to improvise and create and move. And then one day we fed up ourselves moving the way we were moving. We were like, oh fuck, like we're just doing the same. Let's try something new. How do we try something new? Okay, so let's just grab 6 different choreographers in this case, different from one another. This is in the midst of the text. And yeah, so that was it. And then we went for choreographers such as Hofesh, La Veronal, the NDT, it's not a choreographer but company. Also some American hip-hop dancers. Batsheva and what else am I missing? And Hygin Delimat as well. And yeah, that's it. We did a research, we grabbed one choreographer for 1 week, and then we were just looking at their videos, looking at their work, and trying to kind of like take the movement principles, exactly the essence from each of them. And then we were improvising for a week, and we were also filming ourselves in order to kind of like push ourselves to have this pressure of the camera, and how do we, and also to recognize afterwards, like, oh, because this is how it works for us. Like we were watching, or I was watching the video, and I was like, oh, in that time, I can see Pablo, but there I don't really see Pablo, and that was like the goal. Not to see myself anymore in that way. It's kind of like rewriting your dance, so to say. And yeah, this is what we did. And
Wonderful.
Summary, I would say.
Wonderful. So, as I understand, there is some kind of corona-induced need for a little bit more, let's say, like some kind of heavy movement expression. Like I have the feeling that today I was watching like 3 like super movement pieces, and I'm like, is it somehow related to the time of isolation and so on? Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about your piece. And I give you just, you know, talk to this. Don't have to be so close. Just talk to the cue.
So, well, this piece we actually this is the second piece that we did it during the pandemic, and it's actually the second piece that we start making, and we actually do in a living room. My living room.
That's great.
Yeah, we have a big living room. It's,
Okay.
we are lucky in this sense. Yeah, because the thing is that you cannot go to any. We couldn't go to any studio. We couldn't reserve anything, so that was the only option.
Mm-hmm.
And like for us, it was more about to start moving, because we have done dance theater for a long time now. And we had a bit this need to just like start from pure movement, and like without any idea or concept or story or characters, just conditioning everything. And actually this proved very interesting, because somehow like we just went there and tried things, and it's like, okay, or just by contact improvisation, or just like, okay, let's try to make something that the other one doesn't touch the floor at all, and like things like this. And somehow, like the movement sort of gave us the inspiration, the idea for our concept and our piece, and finally, we kind of got very happy with it, with the result.
I mean, you said everything.
You want to add something?
No, I just agree.
Okay.
Just pass it on. It's real. this thing is real. It's not just a decoration.
So don't throw it away.
Yeah, we also we were far away for a long time, and then we were finally back in Vienna again. And we really just wanted to do like a piece. Let's just do a piece. We just started to rehearse. Yeah, we were searching for different ideas, seeing what is like inspiring us. And then we had like a few times like a separate time. And so it was like really hard actually to put the piece together. It was like really falling apart, like 2 days rehearsal, then like 1 month more rehearsal. I think you have to speak because like my thoughts.
Yeah, so the piece is basically about, as Hygin already told you, it's about the embodiment of insider jokes. And yeah, really just searching for the essence of a particular insider. We have many because we know each other for a long time. And yeah, we just wanted to go into this and just think like how beautiful connection coming from an insider joke can be, but at the same time it's also very excluding for the people who are not allowed into this secret garden or something almost you could say. Yeah, and basically just taking all of those ideas and try to put it in the body. You want to add something? Okay.
Cool. This is great. Why did we pass it? Okay, so I guess can I say like so that I imagine that there is this. I have a feeling that, at least for myself, like there's a lot of energy that gets really doesn't have an output in this time. So I think that would be my theory why there is so much movement today. The other thing is, like I love movement and I happen to know you guys, so I'm glad that you managed to be here. Maybe it's time to already give it to the audience. So my main question is, how was your experience? What did you see in the work? Yeah, anything you want to ask them, it's time. They will, I'm sure, appreciate that. And I'm sure you're going to have better questions than me, so we'll just get it. Just do it. So you just tell to who you ask a question and just ask a question. Anyone?
In general, I would like to know where you know each other from, the pairs, like did you study together or from where?
Should I start? I know her since I was born, so she's my sister. So I was born and then I got to know her, so yeah, I think it's been a long time. And yeah,
we studied together.
Yeah. We did drama before, for many years, and then singing, blah, blah, and then we fed up with the drama world, maybe a little bit too traumatic for me. And then he decided to go for dance, and I was a little bit unsure, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll compete with a try. And yeah, so we started to dance when she was 22 and I was 20 in Spain. And then we finished our vacation here, and then I came here to the university, finished the bachelor, and now I'm dancing here. So it's kind of like the summary.
Yeah, basically we met in the company in Poland, it's already like 6-7 years ago, and then we like split it, our ways were going different ways, and we met again here in Austria, in Linz, in the company, so like, we are always going away and coming back.
Yeah, we also met at the university 6 years ago. We were apart for 1.5 years, and now we're going back together in Vienna.
More questions? Good. Audience, how are you?
How did you decide upon the music of your piece?
You want to go for that one?
A specific group or every group?
everyone.
Because if you go every group, then it's gonna be like blah 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 blah. Let's choose one. Choose one, and we just gonna ask one question to one group, and then another person can ask the same question. It's not a problem. But let's go one question to one group.
I cannot decide a group. I feel bad. I'll choose one.
Okay, who wants to?
Well, I have the Tamagotchi here, so I'll go for it. Tamagotchi. Well, we use two different musics in our piece. One is more contemporary. It's composer. He used to do this kind of electronic music, and then we found a song. It's the second song. It's called Do It for Monologue. We choose this song because our father is called Manuela. So we removed the lyrics and we use the bass. So we combine these two songs for the beginning. We have an idea, more or less, because we move on the floor and then we use this contemporary music, and then when we are dancing around, which is the other music that is more. Also, when you are watching us and maybe you are what a music, so it's more like more fresh. So that's why.
I'm pulling the energy from the audience. How about the workshop participants? I would love to hear from you. Okay, anyone? And you?
Maybe you too say something about your outfit.
Cool, yes.
Like
This is from the NFL. This one.
It's more comfortable.
American football player. I don't know, like we did a duo-along like many years ago. Since we, of course, our faces are looking like the same. We wanted to go together with the same look again. And I don't know, we were looking. Let's say when we are creating, we just open one chakra or whatever, like, and we are open to receive anything. And one day we decided we wanted to actually dress something different than what we are wearing right now. We wanted to go a little bit more elegant because, we got invited to go to our country. We were to be like there for like that, and they were like, we don't know what to buy, we don't know what to wear. And one day we were just shopping, and out of nowhere we were like, I love these t-shirts.
Yeah, we found this was on sale.
And it was on sale, like they were cheap, so that was great. And I was like, okay, let's buy it. And then we did it. And then one day we were just rehearsing, and a friend of ours, she was like, maybe she was taking some pictures, and she was like, maybe you could use this thing. We didn't even realize, because for us it's like, like, why would you wear such a thing? And then we did it, and we loved it, and it worked great. I think it looks nice.
Because in my mind was it like your dance moves and these outfits, I had something like a little bit of cheerier, or I don't know.
Okay.
It shouldn't be like a bad thing. It's just funny that you took these movements, or it changed the way I'm watching. Was watching the movements because of the outfit.
Yeah, I felt a bit like how to say, like this pop culture.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Now it's
Pop
like, when you take pop culture, everything is
Teenage.
kind of mixing together. So I felt a little bit like this in the piece. And also you said that you had so many different inspirations from different choreographers, and I think it makes total sense that you also put like a costume completely out of the blue. I think it's a good choice in this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. More questions?
I actually wanted to ask you too, because I had the feeling that you had a strong character in your piece. You had a role and you had a different one. And could you tell me a bit about who you are in this piece, or is there something you want to start about that?
I mean, she's not alive, she's not a human being. I don't know, she can be
just you're sure what is following you. She can be like unsolved problem. She can be sickness. You know, it depends on you what you will choose. So she's not alive.
I'm not real.
Yeah, she's not real.
His head.
And you are the human one. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shall we explain a bit more or just...
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
No, it's nice that they can choose, you know.
Yeah.
So it's open for interpretation.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're dead.
Eh?
But you're dead. I'm not alive.
Me? I don't exist.
You don't exist.
I don't exist at all.
She can be just in my head, you know.
Yes. I'm not necessarily here. It's just, yeah.
Okay, one more question. Last question. Anyone?
You said
Not last.
also you said you decided to start movement research, but when it became clear for both of you or for you that you're like this being that exists in the room, how does it change, or was that now make everything sense, or what does change in the creation process when you realize who you are?
Yeah, somehow it's really affected maybe not the movement itself, but the intention of the movement and the quality. If for instance, during this partnering, where we are touching more and stuff, whether it's some kind of gentle touch or if it's a bit more like a struggle, with this, then everything became much more clear, and then it helped that everything grew together. The choreography got richer, as the idea also got richer, and also with the sound and everything, it kind of grew together.
It just happened like this.
I mean, not like this, but...
Okay, I have one more question, to Vita and Zoe, but also to all of you. Because I think there is a clear distinction between, I know it's obvious for most of us here, but I'm still want to hear it. So I imagine that there is a distinction between the theater, or theater play, theater kind of thinking, theater kind of setting, and then dance. And I would just I would like to hear from you, what is the difference for you? So, why is the thing that you're doing a dance and not a play? Or if?
Yeah, for me, it's just about what is there first. So, if the movement is there first, and then the play just evolves from the movement, then it's dance. And if it's the other way around, then it's play.
I see. So, the other thing is going from the mind into the body, and this is from the body into the mind, maybe?
I mean, the mind is always incorporated, but yeah, approximately. For me.
I love simplifications. Take it all what I say with a grain of salt, because it's an exaggeration. Maybe Filip could say something to it? If you could hold the mic a little bit closer to you, that would be great.
I think it goes together, because you don't have to really act or play, but if you have some idea, you can give some intention, and it's already different than if you do just movement, I think, it goes together, and it's good to know what is it about or what you want to say, because then it's clear and you can exchange something with the audience.
So does the dance say exactly something, or does it? Because there is this theory that I had in school, which you know about, is that dance is when the meaning is not so defined. So in a way where dance creates its own meaning, while in theater you kind of try to use the meaning that already exists. I don't know if it makes any sense. So dance creates its own codes of expression, like you said it's a language, but you said it's a language. I think some of you said it's a language. So dance is a language, so in this way, like, it defines its own paradigm in which exists. So when I watch you, it's a different language than when I watch them, and in a way I have the feeling that if it's a theater, then it's a language that already exists there, like that language we all speak. We all know, like Shakespeare, we all know the text, we all know like what a book is or whatever that is on stage. Whereas then dance is a little bit more about inventing it again. That's for our workshop group. Yeah. Anything else? Last question, like very last question, and then you can go home. Yeah? One last question, and then we go home.
No, I have another question.
We're almost.
It's like, because we were the lucky ones who had this workshop today. Like, Hygin organized a workshop with like some pupils of mine, and so I just want to say thank you, because I was really able to see some sequences we did before integrated in your dance now, and it's really like, it was really exciting because I was like, when is this coming? And it came, and it was totally different in the movement now, but I recognized it, and it was really, really good. And also thank you for the workshops, really nice. And I think also the people really enjoyed it.
So what do you think of contemporary dance now?
Huh?
Contemporary dance?
You like contemporary dance?
Yeah! Are you gonna come again to see the performances?
Yes.
I hope so. But I don't know when is the next one. It was planned in September, and let's see if we have place, then we're gonna do it in September. So keep your fingers crossed. And come again. Thank you for coming.